In our last episode, we woke up at 4 a.m. to do some stargazing at Gordon's Park, but unfortunately it was too cloudy and we didn't see anything, so we decided to sleep in a little before heading out to our next destination. Our next stop was only 26 kilometers away at Providence Bay. The bike ride was absolutely beautiful and really scenic, but somehow we forgot to eat any food all day, so by the time we got to Providence Bay, we were starving. We decided to head into town to do some exploring and order some nice cooked food, and that's where we discovered the best fish and chips we've ever eaten. Lucky for us, we ordered our food just in time before it started to rain really hard, which kept us in our tent for a good hour or two. We finished up day 2 of our bike tour sitting by the fire, getting warm and dry, and that brings us to day 3. Good morning. Well, it is freezing cold and raining this morning. We are getting ready to pack up and head out though. Andy's making some coffee and I'm packing up the tent. So, as Andy mentioned yesterday, one of the things about this whole bike packing and stopping in one place for a night is that you need to basically pack and unpack everything every day. I am looking forward to, after tomorrow, we're going to be staying in one spot for 2 days, so we don't have to pack up quite as fast, but I am currently packing up our tent. Alrighty, so we're still packing up. It's kind of a slow morning today. We're both pretty cold, and we, when we started this series, we really wanted to be very candid and film everything from start to end. And one of the realities of bikepacking for the first time is that it's not always going to be glamorous. And so today, I'm not going to lie, I'm not feeling all that excited to get on the road right now, because it is cold and it is wet, and we have clothes now that are damp that we can't, for 2 days we haven't been able to dry them because it's just too damp outside. So the feeling right now is kind of blah, but it's okay. I'm eating some Ritz crackers because I'm hungry and to lighten the load in the bike a bit. Andy's packing up the rest of his bike and then we're gonna take down the tent and head out. How are you feeling today?
Like a true bike packer. You don't become a bike packer and you don't become a cyclist until you puncture a tire and have to walk 15 kilometers home. Mission accomplished. You're not a true bike packer until you get caught in the rain and your tent starts to leak. Maybe?
So the tent is what's left to take down. Andy's bike looks packed up. My bike is pretty packed up. And today we're going to... Where are we going?
Manitoulin Lake.
No. Lake Kagawong. Yep.
Okay, it's one of the two. I thought it was Manitoulin Lake.
I have the papers right here. Let's check. We should probably check where we're going. All right. What is the date today? Today's Monday, August 3rd. We are going from this to Fred's Camp and Cottage. 22.7 kilometers, 119 up, 64 down. Lake Kagawong. Right there. Lake Kagawong. All right. Shall we pack up the tent?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Do you want some Ritz crackers?
Yeah.
Cheers.
We just finished packing up the tent, or the campsite actually. Day 3. 2 tent pitches, 2 tent takedowns. We're getting pretty good at it, I have to say. Okay. So, things we didn't talk about from yesterday. Our campsite neighbor is actually really cool. They're from the same city as us, and we had an amazing time by our own campfires, just chatting about travel. They're huge into travel too. So that was very exciting. Manitoulin Island gets super cold, freezing. So for everybody who's coming here, I would even say pack some winter clothes, like at least late fall.
Not winter, but like bring a fleece sweater. It was freezing cold last night, like we could see our own breath.
Tia went to bed with her hair wet and woke up with a hair popsicle on her head.
Tonight I'm sleeping like this.
So tell everyone how thankful you are that I forced you to pack this jacket.
I'm so glad that I packed this rain jacket. It was a great idea.
I cannot believe it's already day 3 of the bike tour. It's kind of chilly today. We have a very short ride of only about 20 kilometers. But, car. All right, go. Whoop, car. Yeah, it's kind of chilly today. We have about 20 kilometers. Tia's not really feeling like biking today, but at least it's not beating hot, right? Whew. All right, we're on our way. We just left the Providence Bay tent and trailer park. See you in a little bit.
The road today is actually pretty flat, but sorry, the car was loud. I think my legs are pretty tired, and I don't think the rain is helping or the cold. So today feels a little bit harder than the last couple days. I'm not gonna lie, I just want to get to the campsite and like find somewhere to be dry. I'm tired of being damp. And you know, when we did research on this, I think this is something that a lot of people said, like with bike touring, the most miserable part is probably when you're wet. But in true Tia and Andy fashion, I'm going to suck it up. We're going to have a good time. And yeah.
Tia?
Yeah?
All right. It's probably the hardest day yet. Would you do it again?
Probably. I mean, we have a whole rest of the week that we have to do.
But would you do it again? Like right now, probably the worst time you're having on the whole trip.
Yeah, I would do it again. I would try and choose a week where it's not going to be raining though.
You know, we tried.
I know. Or I would get more rain gear. My pants are wet.
Me too.
Yeah. I told Andy, I said, why do I always let you talk me into these crazy adventures? But in reality, I don't let him talk me into anything I don't want to do. I do want to do this. My whole ideology, our whole channel is about getting out of the 9-to-5 grind, even though you might do it every day, but getting out in those other times and exploring the world and, you know, having adventures. You don't want to be on your deathbed and think back to yourself, you know, I spent my whole life just staring at a monitor working for somebody else's dream and I didn't do what I wanted to do. And that's the whole point that we started Vacation Days, is to show people, you know, this could be you too. We work the 9-to-5, but we still do all of these things. That's my motivational talk for today, apparently. It's an emotional day, I guess.
We were just across the street over there being miserable, and a bit of good news.
That's where we're going!
Now say it, we can't hear you.
That's where we're going, Fred's Camp. It's a 7-minute drive, which means maybe a 20-minute bike ride. Let's go, come on.
We are a few minutes away from Fred's Camp, which is our accommodation for the night. We're on right on this little like peninsula on Lake Kagawong.
The views, even though it's stormy and cloudy looking, the views are stunning, and all of my grumpiness from this morning is completely gone. I am so excited to just sit by the water and listen to it hit the shore, I guess. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm also trying to we're not using the mic right now, which I swear to God we're gonna regret, but it's like way deep in the panniers. Not gonna deal with it right now. Whoop, then my palm gets in the way. Anyways, look that way for the views. We just made it to Fred's camp. There's peacocks here. We're getting set up at Fred's campground. We're doing some divide and conquering here. We have a line set up to dry some of our clothes. I'm watching the water boil, and Tia is setting up the Marmot tent all by herself.
Oh, that looks really good.
I ate all my food, so we're gonna let Tia give you an update.
Okay, this brand, what is it, Alpine Air, is kind of pricey. It's like $12 Canadian per bag, which feeds 2 people, but it is worth. This chicken gumbo is so flavorful and so filling and so warm, and it might just be because we're starving and cold, but it's hitting the spot. I mean, look at that. Oh, yeah. So, there's not as much around as we thought there was going to be in this area, but this campground is right on Lake Kagawong. So after we finish eating and get warm a little bit, we're gonna walk down to the beach area. We're not actually going swimming, although we've been told by 2 people now that the water's very warm despite the air being really cold. But we're gonna go down there and check it out.
Lunch round 2.
We got a little bit sidetracked, didn't we?
Yeah, because somebody insisted that we started a fire because she's so damn cold.
It's so cold. It's good now though. We've got a nice fire going. Shortly after this, it started to rain again, so our night was unfortunately cut short. We were not able to make it down to the lake or see the sunset. We spent most of the evening in our tent trying to stay dry. If you're enjoying our bikepacking adventures, give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. You can also turn on the post notifications so that you get notified of our next episode.